to the Geeky Girls in It podcast. I'm Cece, also known as Java Pro.
I'm Dammy, also known as Damaris Dash Warrior.
And we're glad to have you today. Today is Wednesday, the 27th of January 2016, and this is episode 177. Now you can tell we're not in our normal spot. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But first, we'd like to say a big welcome back. We love you guys. To all our returning viewers, and a big hi to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. We hope you enjoy the show. Dammy, we had a few people introduce themselves this week, so why don't you give them a shout out?
Okay. Lily, who is Lorena from Cheshire and Edinburgh. Yvonne, who is Mama Mia 64 from Ontario. And Erin, who is Collie in Stitch Girl from Texas.
Welcome. We're so glad y'all joined the group and introduced yourselves. So Dammy, if somebody's not a member of the Rivalry group, what should they do and why?
You should join and introduce yourself in our introductions thread because we will give you a shout out on our next episode and you will be able to participate in our capitals and giveaways.
That's right. So like I said, you can tell this is not our normal recording spot. We had great intentions of recording outside today because the Hubs is presenting a paper at a conference here at the University of Edinburgh, New College today. And so Dammy and I said we'd come to watch and listen to him. And we had thought that we would record part of the podcast outdoors in the big courtyard of the New College area where the Hubs studies for his PhD. However, in typical Edinburgh fashion, it is pouring down rain today, and we can't do that. But we are going to be way out of pocket today, so we thought we would try to go ahead and record a few of the segments while we're waiting for the Hubs to do his paper. So these are going to be recorded out of order. Some of the segments will be here in this gorgeous, lovely background, and you can see people walking by the window over there behind Emmy's head. And some will be recorded in our normal space at home. So right now I'm knitting on this sock, but if I magically have it finished and then I'm still recording on it in a later, or working on it in a later segment, you know why, because we're recording out of order. Okay? Thanks for understanding. Sorry we couldn't have a really pretty outside. We did take some pictures that maybe we'll put in at the end of the episode. Yes. All right. Well, with that, let's get started.
And now we're going to talk about what's on our needles.
Yes, and hopefully you realize that this episode is going to be so topsy-turvy. We apologize. We're trying to make it work, okay? Okay. So, Dammy, what's on your needles?
A super secret coffee shawl. Do you want to tell them about it?
Well, actually, if you stay tuned for the Yummy segment that we're going to record in just a few minutes, I'm going to tell you all about the Coffee with CC book pre-orders that start tomorrow, Thursday, the 28th. Except for when you're watching this, if you watch it when it goes live, it's today. But it's okay, you don't have to rush. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so it's on US 2.5, 3 millimeters. The yarn is Rainbow Heirloom Lush Light in the Killer Flamingo, Apparition, and Blue Raspberry colorways.
The balls look smaller.
Yeah.
You're making progress.
Yes.
Are you to the end of that section yet?
No.
Okay, so when she gets to the end of this section, what are you going to do?
I'm going to weigh all the balls and then divide them by the number of days I have left to finish it so I can get it done.
Okay. So you're going to weigh the number of grams and then divide it by X number of days, and you'll need to do X amount of grams a day.
Yeah.
Because it needs to be done, you need to be able to start blocking it probably the 14th.
Yeah.
Because we could always put a fan on it to help do it. So, okay, so you're just madly working on that for now.
Yeah. So what's on your needles?
Okay, well, let's see. Let me start with my zigzag blanket. This is my 10 stitch zigzag blanket by Frankie Brown, and I'm on US 4's 3.5 mil needles. And I'm not going to pull all the yarn out because I told y'all about this yarn last week, but I will just show it to you briefly. So I finished the stripe with the hullabaloo stuff on it. And then I started this stripe, so I've got a gray one, which is Fluffy Bunny, Rainbow Heirloom, and then Pop Rocks Mad Tosh, and then I can't remember what this yarn is, but I added sequins to it. I only had enough sequins to do 2 sequins zigzags, but we'll just make sure those are on my side of the bed and I can have fabulous sequins. And then I've just done some more Pop Rocks. So I'm not quite halfway through the stripe yet, but I'm making progress. Making progress on it. And then I have my puntilla sweater, which is over here on the chair, sorry, in my Freaking Love knitting bag by Kelly Connor Designs. This is my puntilla sweater by Joji Locatelli. I'm on US 3's 3.25 mil needles and US 5's 3.75 mil needles. And I'm using Knitting in France Sparkles. Can you see the sparkles? Yeah. And it's much brighter than that. That's probably truer. It's really close to the color of my shirt or my hat. This is the Something About CC colorway. And we still can't, you can't see it. The Ripples Crafts hand dyed in the Pequeen colorway. It's a charcoaly gray black that I'm going to use for the lace edging. But I made a lot of progress on this week, damn me. Okay, you want to help me? You see where that marker is? Up, up, up. I knit all of that. So so here's the underarm right here. So that is how much I've knit since the underarm. And I think that I'm at around maybe 11 inches, and I have to get to, I think, 14 and a quarter, 14 and a half. I'll have to look at the pattern again before I do the next part. So I expect to be done with this part of it by next week, if I keep knitting the way I'm knitting. Because since it's in the round, it's going fast, y'all. And then finally, I have puffin socks for my friend Kelly. We're doing a swap. I told you about that last week. I'm using my free vanilla cappuccino socks pattern. You can get it on Ravelry. You just have to sign up for my newsletter. And it's on US 1.5, and I'm using Ginger's hand-dyed Swell You sock in the puffin colorway. This was one of the exclusive colorways for the Geeky Puffin Knitpalooza 2015 retreat. And I'm actually binding off the first sock right now. I tried to get it done, but I just didn't quite make it. So I didn't make it as tall as I make mine. It's going to end up being about a 7-inch leg, which is pretty industry standard. But I love how, so it's been striping, but I love how it pooled on the ribbing. It's just a 1x1 twisted rib. So I am binding that off right now, and then I'll be ready to cast on the second sock. So Kelly, I'm almost halfway there. Living on a prayer. And that's it. That's all I've done. That's a lot. Okay. All right. Well, let's move on to another segment.
And now we're going to talk about her finished project.
Yeah. This is so weird. You're going to hear us talk about at the end of the podcast about how random we have done all this. So just forgive us our randomosity, randomness, but that's not as fun to say.
Okay, what is your finished project?
I finished a project that I don't have here with me, but I'm going to put a picture on the screen. This is my 4th preemie hat for 2016. It's from my free top-down preemie hat pattern on Ravelry. It's on US 6's 4 mil needles, and the yarn is King Cole Merino Blend Aran in the Fern colorway and King Cole Merino Blend DK in the Silver colorway. And I love the pom-pom. It's so squishy. So that's all I have finished this week, because I have been madly working on the stuff that we just previously talked about, but really we're not going to talk about until a few hours from now.
Okay, so.
Yeah. So we should move on to some other segment. I'm not sure which one.
Okay.
And now it's time for our favorite part of the show, Yummies. What are Yummies, Mare?
Yummies are our current favorite things we like, things we want to talk to you about.
Yummies. And we have some Yummies to tell you about. It looks like I'm going to be doing a lot of the talking. That you can be the nice Vanna model and things. So first up, I want to show you, I got a piece of jewelry from, it's called Craftive Leather, and he's based in Denmark. So there's his business card. His name is Michael. So I think I told y'all a few weeks ago that my word for 2016 is renew. So I ordered this gorgeous leather ring that he imprinted for me with the word renew, and I love the stitching that holds it together. And it's the perfect size for my thumb, which is good because you had to measure and give him the custom measurements. So I really like my ring. In fact, you really like it too, so you're thinking about ordering one, but you're not sure what you're going to put on it yet. So you're going to have to ponder that. Second thing, I did a custom order from a decal lady on Etsy. Her shop is smallvictorydesign.etsy.com. And I had seen at some point in the last several months this really cool coffee mug with this saying on it that I really liked, but then I couldn't find it for sale. The shop that was selling them stopped selling them, and I was like, you know what? We're just going to DIY this thing. So I sent her a custom order request and I said, could you do this? And she was like, of course, yes, I love it, I'll do it. And so it came yesterday. So I got this mug just from Sainsbury's. It's just a pink and white striped mug. And I had her do this decal for me. She drinks more coffee than a Gilmore. Because that is the truth. Says me, who just had a gigantic cup of coffee, even bigger than this. So I really, really like it. She sent me 2 of them, so I could have put one on the back as well, but I just have it hanging up on my bulletin board over by my desk. So, and she was really reasonably priced and fast shipping for it coming overseas. I was really pleased. So, if you like this decal, she probably would do more. She drinks more coffee than a Gilmore. I am ready for Gilmore Girls to come back. Hopefully soon. So when we got home a few minutes ago, there was a nice parcel sitting on our doorstep. Is that what you call it? It was waiting for us at our door when we came home. And it is a box of lovely things. Look, it's a glittery card. It's a box of lovely things from Debbie, who is Tea and Chocolate on Ravelry. And she sent this package, and she was so funny. She said, no pink yarn, though. Sorry. So why don't you show us what's in the box, since I've been talking a lot.
Okay. What do I start with?
Yeah, start with what you have in your hands.
Okay. Some yarn. This is Knit Picks Stroll Tweed North Pole Heather.
It's really pretty. I just asked the hubs, and he said he would not wear socks made out of that. So.
And then some Lang yarns. Job wall.
Yeah. If you turn it, it's just a color number, but if you turn it right here, it shows the striping sequence. The hub said he might wear socks made out of this. We'll have to see. So that was the yarn. And then what else was in there?
Pumpkin spice marshmallows.
And they're shaped like pumpkins.
They smell good.
2 bags of pumpkin spice marshmallows. I am set for pumpkin spice marshmallows.
Pumpkin pie bar mix.
Yum. We're going to have to get some of the stuff we need to make it.
Yes.
It's not gluten-free, but that's okay. 95% of the time I eat gluten-free.
And more pumpkin bars.
But these are pumpkin bars, and that's pumpkin pie bars.
Oh.
I think that has a crust on it, and this doesn't.
Mm.
I think is the difference. We'll have to get some. Ooh, we should get some yummy icing to ice on that, cream cheese icing.
So that's what was in it.
Sorry for the crinkling. Marshmallows crinkle, don't you know? So thank you so much, Debbie. That was so sweet of you. I'm sure we'll figure out. I'll wear the socks knit out of those colors. Or I do have some gifting socks to make this year for different people. They might like some of those colors. We shall see. We shall see. Thank you, Debbie. You're amazing. Do you want to set that in the floor, because I'm about to be like talking big time?
No.
Okay. I hope y'all are ready for this. I would like to tell you about my Coffee with CC book pre-order. This is a 7-pattern caffeine-inspired knitting collection. The image that you're probably seeing on the screen right now, if not, it's in the show notes, is not the final cover. I just needed an image. We haven't had the photo shoot yet. The 15th of February is the photo shoot. So, like I said, pre-orders are going to start for this on Thursday, the 28th of January And that will be at my design website. Do you know it?
JavaPearlDesigns.com.
JavaPurl Designs, DESIGNS.com. So, the book, 7 patterns. 6 of them are socks, 1 of them is a shawl. 2 of the sock patterns have been previously released, the Strawberries and Cream Frappe and the I Love You More Than Pumpkin Spice socks. The other 5 patterns in the book are brand new for the book. There's a range of difficulties from kind of a beginner, advanced beginner, all the way to difficult, which the most difficult one is the pumpkin spice one, because of the cables and such on it. Most of the patterns are inspired by a specific coffee drink, but one of the patterns is inspired by coffee in general. See, that means general, apparently. General. Okay, so pre-orders start on my website Thursday the 28th of January. The pre-orders will be for the physical book. The physical book, which will also include a code to download the ebook on Ravelry, will be $18 US plus shipping. And I will also autograph the books unless you tell me not to. But I have a fun autograph. I worked on it yesterday. It's fun. And all these details are on the website, but I just wanted to talk through them just so that So, the ebook is only going to be available starting Monday the 21st of March, and it'll be you'll be able to purchase it on Ravelry for $16 US. Now, Sam, Knit Run Dig Project Bags, is offering an optional project bag to add on to the book pre-order. So this will also be a bag pre-order, so your book and your bag will come together in the same parcel. So it is a special coffee-inspired small wedge project bag, so it's this size. So it is 10.75 inches wide by 7 inches high with a 4-inch base. And it'll hold a sock project. I've got the yarn for Kelly's sock. So it'll hold a small shawl too, and a hat. So it's a good size. So the book is going to be $18 US. If you want the project bag, that's $20 US. So that would be $38 plus shipping. All the shipping options are on the website. So make sure that if you want the book only, that you're looking at that one and clicking on that one. If you want the book in the project bag, make sure you're clicking on that one. If you are coming to Edinburgh Yarn Festival and would like to do the pre-order and pick it up there, there's a choice for that. Or if you're going to be in Edinburgh but not at EYF, if you want to arrange a meetup with me, there's an option for that too, to save you from paying shipping. So, dates. So like I said, the pre-orders start tomorrow. If you place a pre-order by... I just saw a typo I need to fix. That's why this post hasn't gone live yet. If you do a book-only pre-order and place that order by Sunday the 13th of March, it'll ship on Monday the 14th of March. So all the book-only pre-orders will ship on Monday the 14th of March. If you order a book and a project bag together, all those placed by Saturday the 5th of March will ship on Monday the 14th of March. If you do a book project bag pre-order after the 5th of March, it won't ship until after Edinburgh Yarn Festival. Like I said, all this is on the website to spell it out. So, I think that's most of the details. JavaPearlDesigns.com, $18 US for the book plus shipping. Is there there something I'm missing?
I think so.
And I'm really excited about the book, and I'm excited to share all the patterns with you. My hope is to give y'all some previews here on the podcast closer to the book release. Maybe once we get the photo shoot done, then I can start giving you some previews. We'll see. I'm not guaranteeing that, but I'll see what I can do. Okay. All right. So if you have any questions about any of this, just PM me Java Pearl on Ravelry or send me an email to javapearldesigns@gmail.com. That's all of it, I think. Okay. So that is what I have to say about that. So I think we are ready to talk about GGK Crafty Pad.
Okay, it stands for Geeky Girls Knit Crafty Photo a Day Challenge. We have a list of prompts for each month. So you take a look at the prompt for that day and post your picture related to it anywhere you like. But we pick our favorites from Instagram.
That's right. So we're going to show them the ones that we've picked. But I also want to say that we released the February prompts list yesterday. February is our alphabet soup month. It's one of my favorites. I think it's my favorite. So it gives you a lot of freedom to do things. So what are we about to show them?
2 photos from us that we liked and 5 photos from other people that we liked.
So here come the photos. So those were our favorite pictures. Thanks for participating, y'all. It's never too late to participate. Just take a look at the prompts list, take a photo related to the prompt, and post it on Instagram with the hashtag GGKCraftyPad, and yours might get chosen. I'm really excited for February because I love Alphabet Soup Month. I think that's my favorite of all the months that we do. So, yay. So, Dammy, why don't you tell us about the upcoming event we'll be attending?
Edinburgh Yarn Festival on the 18th and 19th of March here in Edinburgh.
So sorry that the paper Dammy is holding is kind of crinkled. Like I said, it's pouring down rain outside and it got wet even though it was inside my bag. Fun times. So I will be vending at Edinburgh Yarn Festival, as Dammy said, with Sam of Knit Run Dig Project Bags. And we're really excited. We just had a chat yesterday talking about how we're setting up our booth and everything, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We're really excited. And then I also wanted to say that I think I mentioned a couple weeks ago that we're in the midst of trying to pull things together for a 2016 edition of the Geeky Puff and Knitpalooza. I'm going to put a link in the show notes to the newsletter for mailing list for the retreat. So if you would like to be updated, be kept up to date on when we announce the date and the location and the teachers and all that, why don't you please go sign up for that newsletter mailing list, and that way you will get the info. Yeah, so that's what I want to say. We're very excited. Lots of fun things are slowly coming together, and we hope to be able to announce all the details soonly. All right, I think that's everything. I know there's some other events coming up, but they are not set in stone yet, so I'm not going to announce them, but soon. Okay. All right, well, let's get moving on to the next segment.
We're reading and what TV we're watching.
Yes, because we're not listening to anything, are we? No. Because there's still no new Night Vale until next month, right? Yep. Okay, so what are you reading?
I'm reading Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte.
Okay. What would you like to say?
I'm making progress on it. I didn't know she was a kid for like the first quarter of the book. I thought it was older. Jane.
Okay. All right. All right, anything else you want to say about it? All right, well, I am reading The Liturgical Year, The Spiraling Adventure of the Spiritual Life by Joan Chittister, and I think I have 2 chapters left and I'll be done. I'm over 90% done. So, yeah, working on that. And then fiction-wise, I read a bunch of books from the Savannah Martin Mystery Series by Jenna Bennett. I read Hot Property, Contract Pending, Close to Home, A Done Deal, Contingent on Approval, Change of Heart, Kick Out Clause, Past Due, and Dirty Deeds. Some of those are short stories. There are 2 more full-length books with another one coming out in April, and there's at least one other short story that I haven't read. But what she tends to do is for every 3 books in the series, after the 3rd one releases, then she bundles it into a series of all 3 books together, and it makes it half the price. So I'm not buying the next 2 full-length individual ones. I'm going to wait until April when the next one releases, and then hopefully she'll do the 3 bundle quickly after that, and I'll get that. So, and then I've read some other stuff that I'm not going to talk about. Although there is something that I reread that we're going to talk about in the review and giveaway segment. Yeah, because I already reread the first book that just arrived yesterday. Yeah, fun times. All right, well, let's talk movies. Do you want to dive into that?
We watched Roman Holiday.
Okay, what did you think?
I liked it.
Yeah, it was the first time you'd seen it.
Yes.
Yes.
It's listed on Rotten Tomatoes as a rom-com. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I had seen it before, so. You want to talk about the next one too?
We watched Evita.
And what did you think of it?
I liked it.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is, I never left you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so did you like that one?
Yeah.
But it was very emotional.
Yes.
Yes. And then what's the 3rd movie we watched?
Into the Woods.
With, what's his name?
James Corden.
Yes. I thought she was saying James Gordon earlier when we were talking about this, and I was like, I have no idea who you're talking about, but I know who he is. He did a fabulous carpool karaoke video with Adele. Loved it. And of course he was in Doctor Who and lots of other things. So what did you think of Into the Woods?
I liked it.
It was kind of a strange story. Yeah. But it was well done. I can say that. All right, still your turn.
Yeah. We are rewatching season 2 of Star Trek Voyager.
We didn't watch much this week.
No.
No Deep Space Nine at all.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, too much other stuff. I have no idea what that noise was. Yeah, that's what we get when we are just like hiding out in a classroom at the university, and hopefully no class will come in needing to meet. Okay, you were saying anything else about Voyager? Okay, I'm watching season 1 of Parenthood, and I'm enjoying it, but oh my gosh, how much similarity is there to Gilmore Girls? A lot. Lauren Graham's character, and how things that are happening with her daughter, yeah, there's a lot of similarity with Gilmore Girls. So, and it's really funny to watch the patriarch of the family, because he's from the comedy Coach that was on umpteen zillion years ago. He was a football coach. Yeah. And then the hubs and I are watching season 3 of Grimm, and like all the things are coming together now, and there's going to be a big kind of explosion, not bomb explosion. Well, there might be, I don't know, but a big like emotional people explosion in the next episode, according to the previews.
Oh, okay.
And Monroe and Rosalie are getting married.
Okay.
But Nick is having nightmares about if he serves as the best man because he's the groom, and if the families and guests vote, and then they realize that he's a groom, and he had a nightmare that it was like a bloodbath at the wedding. Because grooms are supposed to kill Besson.
Oh.
But he's not that kind of groom. So. Okay, why don't you talk about the next couple things?
We watched the thing that aired before the season 2 premiere of Agent Carter, Marvel's Captain America's 75 heroic years.
It was heroic.
Yes.
Yeah. What'd you think?
I liked it.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then we followed that with
Season 2 of Agent Carter.
2 episodes.
Yeah, it was a 2-hour premiere, more like an hour and a half premiere, and it was really good. Dottie is back. Dottie survived, and Peggy's in LA now.
Yes.
And Jarvis doesn't like avocados. And there's a flamingo.
Yes.
And I really like Anna Jarvis.
Jarvis's wife.
Anna, yes, she's so good.
I like her.
So
She's
good.
really good.
And the cute scientist guy. I hope he's not dead.
I can't remember.
Wilkes.
Oh, I remember you. But he's from something else, right?
I don't know.
I think he is.
And Madame Mask.
Yeah.
And where is Angie? I know she's gonna be in episode 5 for sure, but like, where is Angie?
I don't know. All right. Is there anything else you would like to say about?
No.
No.
We have more to watch tonight.
Yeah, another episode.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, and then we're watching season 13 of NCIS. How adorable is this? They had a PJ party at Gibbs's house, and they were watching Holiday Inn. That's like my number 2 favorite Christmas movie, even though it covers all the holidays. But it was so cute. And Mickey and Denoza were laying on the floor like 2 little kids, and they were fighting, oh, he's on my side, quit kicking me. It was really funny. Gibbs is the dad. And what's her name? Ellie, she's on the couch. And then the hubs and I are watching season 2 of NCIS New Orleans. I'm caught up in watching season 11 of Supernatural.
Are you okay?
No, this is very emotional, okay? Are you ready? Let me just tell you what happened. Castiel said yes, so now Lucifer is in Castiel.
Why did he say yes?
Because he's the only one that can stop the darkness, is what he says. And so that's why Castiel said yes. But Rowena is the only one who could open the cage in hell to put Lucifer back. But Castiel/Lucifer, which is a really long name, we need like a combined name like Cassifer or
Lustiel.
Ooh, I like that one. So Lustiel killed Rowena. And so now how are they going to get the cage open so that Lucifer can go back into the cage and the cage locked and Castiel be okay?
Well, no one is really dead in this show. You know this.
There's a lot of exclamation points after Lustiel killing Rowena.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you can talk about the next one.
We're watching season 11 of Criminal Minds.
Can't remember what happened.
Things.
Very important things, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And we finished we finished watching the Heroes Reborn miniseries. And they've kind of left it open for another miniseries type season. So I don't know if that'll happen. I don't know how it did, like, ratings-wise and everything. So, you want to talk about the next one?
We are watching season 1 of Colony.
No, you skipped one.
What? Oh, we're watching season 3 of The Blacklist.
So now she's a consultant
Yes.
because she can't work for them. And so she can't carry the gun because she's a felon. And so she lost her what's it called?
Badge?
No, her concealed carry license.
No. And you're not going to talk about the thing at the very end of the episode?
Remind me, because my mind is a blank. Oh! Yeah, she's pregnant.
It's a secret.
It's a secret. And she's really pregnant in real life, too. And we found out about this, like a couple months ago?
Yes.
And I told Demi, and we had talked about it, and then I totally forgot. And so we were both like, what? So they're writing her pregnancy into the show. Okay, now we're watching season 1 of Colony.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really good. We're enjoying it. Much better than The Expanse. And then you want to talk about the next
We're watching season 2 of Gallivant. We only got to watch one of the episodes.
Yeah,
But we didn't have time.
yeah. But Gallivant's alive. They brought him back with hair from the king's chin.
Beard. That's what it's called.
Hair from the chin, right there.
It's called beard.
Not necessarily. There's other things. Goatees, mustaches.
Oh, he has a beard.
And it felt weird.
Sure.
Okay. And so he's alive, and what's her name is going to lead the army? Isabella. And Gallivant got an army of zombies.
It's like Aragorn's army of ghosts.
So I'm not sure what happened in the second episode that was on. We will catch up on it before next week.
They made a Princess Bride reference too.
Yes, they did.
He's only mostly dead, and mostly dead is still slightly alive.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you talk about the next one too?
We're watching season 1 of Supergirl. Yeah.
White Martian.
Yeah, the next episode is called Bizarro. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm really thirsty today. I'm not sure why. And Adam and Kara. So Adam is Kat's son, estranged son. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. And then the Hubs and I are watching season 9 of Murdoch Mysteries, and Murdoch invented a machine to help you with your golf swing, but it all ended very sadly as he was throwing all his golf clubs into the lake.
That's a waste of money.
Yes, he was very distraught. And the baby's doing well. The baby likes its Johnny Jumper. You know those things that you can, nowadays they attach it to the door frame and then it's like this seat and they sit in it and they can bounce. But Murdoch made some before, because you know how he is with making things. So he made one for the morgue and one for his office and one for home.
They take the baby to the morgue?
Yes.
The baby shouldn't be in the morgue.
He's in the office.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the Hubs and I are watching season 7 of NCIS LA. So Kinsey and Deeks are moving in together.
Okay.
Yes. And Kinsey had some closure with a previous relationship. And so that was good. I feel like somebody's looking in the window going, what the crap are they doing in there? We're talking about television, of course, as one does. And that's all the television. All right, well, let's move on to another segment.
And now we're going to talk about our December, January, February, Winter Wonderland CAL and Charity CAL.
Yes, so this started on the 1st of December and it runs through the 29th of February. It's for any project you knit, crochet, weave, or spin that you can convince us is related to winter.
You can do that by its color, colorway name, its purpose, pattern name, design element, or if you can't think of anything else, you made it in the winter.
That's right. So no whips are allowed. You have to start your project December 1st or later and finish it by the 29th of February. For every project you finish, that's one entry into the FO thread, unless it is an item that you're knitting for charity. If you make something for charity, you can then post it twice in the FO thread. If you go to the FO thread and look at the second post, it explains how to post items that you're donating for charity. So make sure you post it 2 times. If you don't, Dammy's been trying to remind people, but remember to post it twice because that's the only way you'll get 2 entries. Okay? If you have questions, just PM us or something. Feel free to double dip in other CALs as long as it fits with the other rules of those CALs. We have lots of lovely prizes, which we're putting up on the screen right now. We talk about these in detail the first podcast of every month. Or you can go to our show notes and see pictures and all the details about the prizes. Thank you so much to our sponsors. Y'all are amazing. We love you. Lots of love to go around here. Let's see, what else should I say about this CAL? You can donate your FOs to any charity you want. A a group in your area, a national charity, or if you don't have a place to donate, you can send them to us and we will donate them to Knit for Peace, which is an organization here in the UK. You must be a member of the Geeky Girls Knit Ravelry group in order to participate. We'll lock the thread the morning of the 1st of March and draw the winners on the podcast following that. You'll have 30 days to claim your prize or you forfeit it. There is a chatter thread in the Ravelry group. And with that, Dammy, why don't you tell us who's finished projects this week?
Aid Bar, A Hula Knitting ×3, Ange's Hip ×2, Apache 9 Rose ×2, AZ Knitwit ×2, Baby Boxer Mom, Billin 87, Blue Flame 0, Celeste ×8, Crochet Chick 31 ×2, Crouching Cheese, DG White, DP Temple, Elk Chan, Faithful Knitter ×5, I Knit Socks 2 ×2, Julie R Knits, Kaden H13, Kana Soup, Karenina 4777, Knit 1 Brew 2, Knitster Monica ×2, Knitting Mama 79 ×12, KY Spinner, Little Angel SG2 ×2, El McCall, Looney Hiker, Masterbox P248, May G ×3, Muzzer Z ×7, Mystery Sewer, Pagan Spirit, Phoenix Fire ×5, Rainbow Ange ×3, Rue CMC ×2, Ruzy, This Dove Knits ×4, Tiny Dancer Knits ×2, Trilinda, and Vegan Jilly ×3.
Great job, everybody. So keep up the good work. You have just over a month left. It's going to be February next week. Can you believe it? Craziness. All right, let's move on to another segment.
And now it's time for Ask the Geeky Girls, the part of our show where you ask us things and we answer them.
That's right. So what's this week's question, Dammy?
This week's question comes from April, who is April Cox 26 from California. I was watching an older episode, number 146, and you mentioned bees coming in through the kitchen window. I was wondering, are there no screens on the windows in your flat?
Keep going, because it's funny.
Sorry about the trivial question, but it's always the little things like that I can't stop thinking about.
See, and we've told y'all we will answer anything, and so it's okay to ask a trivial question. No, our windows do not have screens. In fact, we tried to find screens to put on our windows, and they are pretty much non-existent here. I don't think we have seen a single building with screens on the windows.
No.
So no, they are not common here, unfortunately, because that would be nice. However, so there was, I don't know what kind of bush it was outside of our kitchen window, our first summer here, and that's when we were having so much trouble with the bees. And then, but this past summer, the landscaping people really cut it down, and we didn't have as many bees. However, bees are a big deal here because
Bees are very important.
They're dying out. In fact, some supermarkets have beehives, like on their roofs and stuff.
Bees.
Because bees are important.
Protect the bees.
Protect the bees. Protect the world.
Love the bees. They love you.
Bzzz.
Okay.
So if somebody has a bee question, bzzz, or any other kind of question, bzzz, what should they do?
Go to our Ask the Geeky Girls thread in our Ravelry group and post it.
That's right, because we'll answer really pretty much anything. There's not been a single question we haven't said we'd answer, so. All right, well, let's move on to another segment.
And now it's time for a review and giveaway.
Yes. So, D. Marie, would you say that Prokop, who is another folk singer on Ravelry, is an author. She's a member of our group. And when she first joined, I read 2 of her books that she had written. And since then, the 3rd book of the trilogy came out, and she contacted us and said, "Can I send you the rest of the trilogy and also some prizes for giveaway?" And we said, "Of course you can." So she wrote the Days of the Guardian trilogy, and it is a young adult YA sci-fi adventure series. So the first book is The Red String, and then The Red Cloak, and then The Red Knot. It had been a little while since I read the first 2, so I reread the first one last night. So I will start it on this one today.
And then I have not read the third one yet, but they're really enjoyable. And I'm enjoying how she's tying it all together. And from what I read in the acknowledgments, at least one of these books was a NaNoWriMo book written during National... I hadn't looked at the acknowledgments of this one. I think the first one maybe was written during NaNoWriMo, but I don't know about the rest. Anyway, it's a really good series, and I'm looking forward to reading the third one because I haven't yet, and I want to know the end of the story. So, if you at all are interested in YA sci-fi adventure, well, then we have got prizes for you. Marie was so kind as to send 2 prizes. So each prize comes with a really cool gift bag with info about her and about the series on it. A copy of the first book, The Red String, and it's also got, and she autographed them. She autographed all 3 of ours too as well. It's got bookmark and sticker and a red string in it. I love the detail. I already opened it, but when we got the parcel, the set of 3 books was all tied together with red yarn. And there's knitting in these books. And each of the 2 prize winners will also win, I didn't open these, but it's Liang's red string hat, and Marie hand knit these hats. How fabulous is that? So we have 2 prizes. So each winner will win 1 set of the gift bag, the book, and the hat. So what we want you to do is go to the giveaway thread in our Ravelry group and tell us what is your favorite book series. Doesn't have to be YA or sci-fi. Any. What's your favorite book series? And we're going to keep the giveaway thread open until we record episode 179. And then we will close it and draw for the 2 prize winners. You must be a member of the Geeky Girls Knit Ravelry group in order to be eligible to win. And you'll have 30 days to claim your prize. So a big shout out to Marie. Thank you so much for sending these to us. And yeah. I had forgotten how much knitting there was in it. It was so fun to read it. To reread the first book because there's lots of knitting in it. So it's a nice tie together of sci-fi and knitting, and it's fabulous. So you should definitely enter to win. And thanks, Marie. And check her out. Her website is daysoftheguardian.wordpress.com. All right, I think we're ready for another segment. And with that, we're to the end of the show.
But not really.
But not really, because
For
we
us.
still need to record.
Like half the show.
Yeah, still need to record on the needles, FOs. We should have done FOs. I should have just brought the Breamy hat because that was my only FO. Oops.
You can say it and then just put a picture of it on the screen.
We totally could. We might do that.
Okay.
So just then forget about what we're saying here, okay? And then we have to record Yummies because we didn't want to do that because we had several things. And we couldn't record the CAL segment. We could record the first part of it and then just record the names when we get home. We might do that.
Okay.
And then we also still need to record the review and giveaway because we couldn't bring all that stuff with us because it was a lot of stuff. Because we had you guys know this by now, you've already watched it. We had a great donor with lovely stuff and prizes, and y'all can win some of it. So, let us just do a reminder about the 52 weeks of Charity CAL. All the details are in the Ravelry group, and the second podcast of every month we will talk about this CAL in detail, but briefly it is a challenge for you to knit, crochet, or weave 52 items for charity over the course of 2016. It doesn't have to be one a week, just 52 total, and you can mix and match, and you can donate to any charity. If you don't have a charity to donate to, you could send them to us and we will donate them to Knit for Peace. which is an organization here in the UK. So there's quite a few people who've started, and in fact, I think there's one person that has like 9 or 10 projects already done. So that's really awesome, you guys. We would like to say a huge thank you to our Patreon sponsors. We love you guys. You're amazing. Thank you so much for supporting the podcast in that way. If you're not sure what this is about, Patreon is a website where you can pledge to donate X amount of dollars per month to podcasts and other creative things. And we have special rewards that we give to the people who sponsor us. And that money is being put into a savings account to help buy some technological things for the podcast. When we have enough. So we have a list of things and we'll just slowly chip away at it. So if you're interested in supporting us in that way, where should they go?
GeekyGirlsNet.com. No.
Well, there is a link there, but that's not where you should go.
Patreon.com/GeekyGirlsNet.
That's right. If you would like to make a one-time donation to the podcast, do go to geekygirlsnet.com and click the PayPal donate button. Or if you would like to help support the podcast and shop at the same time, click through our website,
GeekyGirlsNet.com.
To Amazon.com or Amazon.co.uk, and anything you purchase, Amazon gives us a little money back. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it helps pay for shipping of prizes. That's primarily what we use that for: shipping of prizes, mailers to mail stuff in, business cards, stuff like that. So, and with that, I think that's everything. So why don't you tell them where they can find us online?
You can find us at geekygirlsnet.com. There are links to everywhere else we are online: YouTube, iTunes, Ravelry, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
Because the website might have changed in the 5 seconds since you said it last time. So with that, we're going to tell you goodbye, and then we're going to go back and record some more segments. So we hope you've enjoyed this kind of random show, and we hope you have a lovely rest of your week. Happy knitting. Bye. Hi, we're back. We thought we were done, but we're not. So at the end of the podcast here, I'm putting a few photos that we took outside of the University of Edinburgh New College today. It was raining, sorry. And then I have just like, it's like a 20-second clip of the Hubs doing his presentation today. The volume is not great because I was sitting near the back. Because that's where he got his seats. So, but it gives you a little peek into what he does. All right, I really think that's all now. So, I'll talk to y'all next week. Bye.
John, chapter 4, verse 8 and 16, that God is love. Declaring the unity of God to be the love and reciprocal self-dedication of the Trinitarian persons to each other. And 6, indeed, God is love. The divine essence